Hi, love. So, what is it? Oh, yeah, okay. Hi, love. Yeah. So, I'm start over. You know, one day I'm gonna be able to make a video without starting over. One day. Hi, love. So today I am going to uh, one more time. Just one more. I just really, I'm a perfectionist, so if I'm not feeling it, I gotta do it over. Okay. Hi, love. So today we're going to be talking about depression. First of all, let's just touch on a couple things. Excuse me. Depression is a really serious thing, and a lot of people, not a lot of people, but the older generation kind of downplays depression, and people like my age and in my age group because they just, I don't know, but depression is like really a serious thing, and I feel like it's really not being talked about, and I feel like that leads to further problems. I'm just here to let somebody know that I am definitely listening. But yeah, depression is no joke at all, and a lot of people joke around about it like, you're depressed, whatever. What are you talking about? Like, no, it's a really serious thing, and a lot of people do not take African American young adults and teens seriously when they say they're depressed, because they associate depression with being a Caucasian thing, which is extremely ridiculous. Like, what? Like, it's a mental, I don't want to say disorder because it's not a disorder, but a mental issue. You can associate it with race because you have like genetics and statistics to back all that up. But depression, that's a worldwide thing. It can happen to anybody. It's not just to one certain group of people. Like, no, depression does happen to black people. It happens to young black people. So y'all need to cut all that stuff out about and not taking black people serious when they're like not, when they say they're depressed, because it is a serious thing. I am here today to like get some tips to like get through it, because it is a very deep and difficult time, and it's like, how do I get out of this funk, right? I was depressed a couple of years ago, a long time ago, when I was in high school, and it was just not, no, it wasn't, no. And after I got out of it, I told myself I am never ever gonna let myself get back there ever again. But unfortunately, it did happen again recently while I was in college, and now it didn't happen twice. And it's like I'm totally over it. It's not happening anymore because I know what to do now, and I know like how to combat it. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna give you all 3 tips that I think are pretty helpful to get out of depression. So number 1, you definitely need to pray about it. I don't know about anybody's religion or whatever, but whatever your religion is, whatever, you need to pray about it, because that's one thing I definitely never did ever. I just never even thought to do that, and honestly, if I would have did that, I probably would have it would have been like done in like one day, rather than prolonging. So it's definitely important that you pray about it, regardless of whatever your religion is. Do whatever you gotta do, but praying about it is definitely number 1. That needs to happen, and I think that could honestly just wipe it all out for you. But I mean, it might not. It might take some more, but praying is definitely number 1. You just need to pray about that thing, get it going, so you can go on and live a nice, good, thriving life, right? Okay, number 2. Find a hobby. You need to find a hobby. I don't know why, but the 2 times I was depressed, I was like, leaning more towards fitness. Don't know why. That's like the only time I can freaking get my body right. But I think you should definitely, look into finding a hobby. A hobby will definitely take your mind off things, and you can take your frustration, anger, whatever emotions you're feeling during that time out in that hobby, and more than likely you're going to kill it, because you're beasting at it, because you have all this aggression, it's in you, and you just like bringing it into this hobby. So you definitely should try to find a hobby. I don't know, do something you always wanted to do, something that you've just been talking about forever but you never actually did it. Do it right now. If you're depressed, do it right now. Go and do that hobby that you've been talking about forever. Like, go do it. Like Nike, do it. Is that the term? I don't know their slogan, but yeah, just go do that thing. So yeah. And my last tip is remove yourself from the situation. Now, I don't know if it's a physical aspect or not, but sometimes your environment can have a lot to do with why you are depressed. And if you are in a certain environment that is not benefiting you in any type of way and is causing you to be depressed, remove yourself from the situation if you are able to. If you're unable to remove yourself from the situation, I don't know what to say, honestly. Like, you need to talk to somebody maybe about what you're feeling, so that you need to do anything necessary, whatever it takes, to remove yourself from that situation, because just being in that situation is only going to make things worse. And I know that doesn't sound like positive, especially if you're like going through this right now, but honey, you have to remove yourself from that situation so that you can, you know, have a new outlook on things, because environment is very important. So yeah, if you're depressed, you need to pray about it. You need to find yourself something to do to get your mind off of it, and you need to remove yourself from the situation so that you can focus and function in a better environment. You know, I don't have a lot of tips. I only have 3, but I think those are the 3 most important ones. They're extremely helpful. That's what I did to get out of my depressions, except for pray, which I should have did that first. But yeah, so I really hope that someone found this helpful. If you're in depression, honey or sir, do what you have to do to get out of that depression before it, you know, goes deeper than that, because, you know, depression is nothing to play with, like I said. So I really hope that this video was helpful to someone, and yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all later.